Hello everyone, welcome to the Spanish for Kiddos podcast, where you can listen to fun bilingual stories and more. My name is Barbara, I'm the owner and founder of Spanish for Kiddos, and your host for this fall season of bilingual reading. We'll have so much fun learning about new stories. I'll be sharing fun bilingual stories for back to school in the fall season, so join me as I read aloud fun English and Spanish stories to encourage bilingual readers to read more. Today I want to talk about a fun bilingual story called A Day at the Zoo Bilingual Story, Un día en el zoo, un cuento bilingüe. And in this story, it has a lot of fun animals in there that you can talk about, especially if you visited the zoo. And if you haven't, I hope that this can probably encourage you and encourage your little ones to actually go and visit a zoo nearby or somewhere else, maybe at a different town, or maybe you're visiting friends and family and encouraged to go and visit the zoo, because I think it has a lot of learning experience in there. And along with this story, there's actually a writing activity that you can do to encourage for the kiddos, especially bilingual readers and learners, to open up the discussion to see what are those discussions that you can have that can actually help them understand when they actually have a lot of information, like visiting a zoo. They have so many animals, so many experiences. How do we categorize all those emotions and feelings, and what do we see, and what do you eat, like in a carnival or any fun activity like that. So make sure to check out the activity there. It has a very fun way to actually encourage actually writing in English and in Spanish. So let's go ahead and start it with our story. A Day at the Zoo, bilingual story. Un día en el zoo, un cuento bilingüe. Today we visit the zoo. Our class is very excited. The first stop is looking at giraffes. Their tongues can grow up to 21 inches. Hoy nosotros visitamos el zoológico. Nuestra clase está muy entusiasmada. La primera parada es ver a las jirafas. Sus lenguas pueden crecer hasta 21 pulgadas. Later, I see pandas playing in the grass. They like to eat bamboo. Did you know they eat 12 hours a day? Luego, yo veo osos panda jugando en el pasto. A ellos les gusta comer bambú. ¿Sabías que ellos comen cada 12 horas al día? After, we see cute brown bears. They like the cold weather. Bears can weigh up to 700 pounds. Después, nosotros vemos osos marrones y adorables. A ellos les gusta el tiempo frío. Los osos pueden pesar hasta 700 libras. Wow, we are amazed to see elephants. Did you know elephants can live up to 70 years? Wow, nosotros estamos asombrados en ver a los elefantes. ¿Sabías que los elefantes pueden vivir hasta 70 años? Then I see a ferocious lion. Lions are carnivores. The female lion hunts for food. Entonces yo veo un león feroz. Los leones son carnívoros. La leona caza por alimento. Next, we see seals playing in the water. Did you know they use their whiskers to find food? Después, nosotros vemos focas jugando en el agua. ¿Sabías que ellos usan sus bigotes para encontrar alimento? Our last stop is looking at the polar bear. It is amazing. Polar bears can weigh up to 1,600 pounds. Nuestra última parada es mirar a los osos polares. Es una maravilla. Los osos polares pueden pesar hasta 1,600 libras. The end. El fin. So I hope you enjoy that fun story. I think it's a great way to introduce a lot of different animals. And of course, there's a lot more animals in there that you can also talk about, such as penguins and whales and dolphins, of course, depending what type of zoo that you might want to go and visit. So make sure to check out the blog for other fun ways that you can actually introduce animals habitat. And I think it's a great way to do that throughout the whole year. You don't have to wait, especially for maybe a field trip or a virtual field trip. If you plan to do one of those, I think those are fun too. So make sure to check out our blog at SpanishForKidders.com blog for more fun ideas. You can find more stories along with that and fun strategies to learn Spanish. Join me next time as I read another fun bilingual story in English and Spanish. Thank you so much for listening to the Spanish for Kids podcast. And if you enjoyed these and other bilingual stories, I encourage you to become a supporter of the Spanish for Kids podcast for fun bilingual stories. Make sure to check out our support section here in the podcast. And we thank you so much for your generous support. Thank you so much, everyone. Have a wonderful day.